Womanhood Wednesday. Couple of thoughts I wanted to share and say. Do you ever walk around feeling like you lack? Lack. L-A-C-K. You know, maybe you think if only, or what if? Maybe you feel like you lack direction. Maybe you think you lack resources to invest with. Maybe lack shows up for you as companionship. Maybe you think if you're by your own, on your own, you don't know how to be still. Maybe lack shows up to you as inability or doubt or fear or something that's intimidating. All of those thingies I have absolutely had to face, and I group them all up in this little phrase, the lack lies. The lack lies. It's easier that way. Then I notice when they're knocking on my thought door and say, hey tree, come on, let's hang out and play. I don't like sharing time with the lack lies anymore because they make me feel lacking and don't really fulfill me anymore. So, Womanhood Wednesday, my heart to yours. Something that has healed me time and again when the lack lies show up and want to hang out some more is a concept of my identity I want to share with you. It's a definition of man from my favorite book. Science and Health is a book near and dear to my heart, written by a woman named Mary Baker Eddy, who wrote it about 140 years ago, this October. In the back of the book is a glossary where she takes concepts and gives a spiritual meaning. And in the definition of man, one of the ways she describes it is man is the image and likeness of God, including all right ideas. She says something like that. Hard to poem and quote from that book accurately. The actual definition, poem aside, is man is a compound idea of God, including all right ideas. Okay. What do you mean man is a compound idea of God? Well, we can unpack that a little bit later. But for now, when I think of myself as a compound idea of God, including all right ideas, lack isn't one of them. Lack of ability, lack of intelligence, lack of courage, lack of strength, lack of resources, lack of housing, lack of companionship, you name it. I don't include it, and neither do you. But bit by bit, it's going to show up as a thought to you. It's going to bang on that thought door, and it's going to bust its way in, and it's going to say, yo, you owe me, come play with. And it's going to hang out in that thought of yours and last a really long time. In fact, maybe if you're listening, you're right in the midst of believing these lack lies. The thing is, in a moment, they can dissipate. In a moment, you can boot them right out of your thought door and say, I'm not playing your game. Whatever is showing up to you that you lack, take this concept of man, the spiritual fact, and see what that could possibly mean for you, and see if you don't get inspiration too. My heart to yours. It's just been a huge turning point for me to stare at the lack lie knocking on the door and say, whoa, wait a minute, I'm already complete. It's healed me time and time again of so many beliefs that I've mentioned. And when you know you lack nothing, you can bulldoze them down and pursue who you truly are again and again. Okay. Little poem I shared, my heart to yours, for this Womanhood Wednesday. Big hug. Till soon.